Congress's Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, while addressing a farmers' Mahapanchayat in Saharanpur in Uttar Pradesh, said farmers have made the country Atmanirbhar or self-reliant, but they are being made to suffer through the new farm laws. The Kisan Mahapanchayat is being held in the face of prohibitory orders banning large gatherings by the district administration. The orders were passed this morning in the state, which has been emerging as a new hotspot for the protest against the centre's 3 farm laws that was initially barred by the farmers of Punjab and Haryana. The government does not understand farmers or what they stand for, said Mrs. Gandhi Vadra, who is attending the Mahapanchayat as part of the party's 10-day Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan campaign that will be held in 27 districts of the state. The party has been vociferously supporting the farmers' protest, and Uttar Pradesh, where state elections are due next year, has become a new area of focus. They call the farmers anti-national, but in reality, it is them who are anti-national, said Priyanka Vadra. They call farmers agitators, extremists, and terrorists. They doubt the farmers, but the heart of the farmer can never be against the nation. The farmer's heart, his work itself, is for the land. Farmers till the land, work day and night on the land. How can they betray the nation? Added the Congress General Secretary. The Prime Minister had time to go to Pakistan, he had time to go to China, but he did not have time to visit the bordering areas of his own constituency and meet these farmers, she said, pointing out that it was the farmers who had voted for him. Boundary dispute between Assam and Mizoram has ignited again, leading to loss of property along the border. According to reports, tension erupted at the disputed Bairabi Zophai area in Mizoram's Kolasep district, which is also known as Kachur Thal in Assam's Hailakandi district. Meanwhile, miscreants reportedly from the Mizoram side set as many as 20 houses on fire along the border area of Hailakandi, leaving at least 3 people injured. Reports say a clash between the locals from both ends started when Mizoram's Power and Electricity Department officials went to check the illegal construction of a road in the disputed Bairabi Zophai area when they were attacked by unknown miscreants from Assam. The wounded have been admitted to a nearby hospital. The tension erupted further, leading to the torching of houses belonging to residents from the Assam side of the border. The incident has primarily occurred in the inner line of forest of the Kosurthal area that is located at the Assam-Mizoram border along Hailakandi. Mizoram shares a 164.6 km border with Assam. Several dialogues held since 1995 to resolve the border dispute have yielded little results. The Assam government has decided to suspend mandatory testing for COVID-19 at railway stations and airports in the state from March 1st in view of the declining positive cases in the state. State Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma announced this in a tweet. However, the public have been advised to follow all COVID protocols, especially in public places, to contain further spread of the novel coronavirus. Earlier, it was mandatory for all passengers arriving from outside the state to undergo screening for COVID-19 in the railway stations and airports. In view of rapidly declining cases of COVID-19 and given that vaccination is in full swing, Government of Assam has decided to discontinue mandatory testing at all railway stations, land routes and airports from March 1st, 2021. It's expected, however, that people would adhere to COVID-appropriate behavior. Himanta Biswa Sarma tweeted. Assam recorded a total of 2,15,510 positive cases, of which 3,525 are active at present. A total of 2,10,962 people have recovered in the state. Social networking microblogging site Twitter has said that it won't block the accounts of politicians, journalists and activists in India, despite being ordered to do so by the Modi government. We have not taken any action on accounts that consist of news media entities, journalists, activists, and politicians, Twitter Safety wrote. To do so, we believe, would violate their fundamental rights to free expression under Indian law. Twitter, however, did restrict and even permanently suspend 500 accounts that were part of the initial blocking orders from the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Last week, India's government warned Twitter that it must remove inflammatory content lest employees face potential jail time under Section 69A of the country's Information Technology Act. That came about after Twitter unblocked 257 accounts criticizing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government after initially blocking them. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for news that matters and stories that inspire.